Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome to Octopath Traveler. I've really been looking forward to playing this. I know a lot of people already have, but now it's time to begin my journey through it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy and have a lot of fun. And if you've been to the channel before, hopefully you think we're going to have a lot of fun. First of all, looking at sound, it looks like it's okay. I might be a tad bit loud. In fact, my TV may be a tad bit too loud. And there may be some echo. If that's the case, I apologize. I'll fix that right now. Any sound issues, please let me know. And I plan on recording a few episodes of this today. So just let me know in the sounds, and ooh, that's really loud. And let me know if how the sound balance is, if you can hear me okay, if you can hear the game okay. I don't think you have a problem hearing the game looking at the audio, but we should be okay. That all looks good. RPGs are my wheelhouse. If you don't know, again, you're new to the channel. I love RPGs, and I've really been looking forward to this, just with other Let's Plays that have been going on, streams, and my recent wedding. I haven't gotten around to playing this, so planned to do this when it first came out, and just whirlwind of things. So my then fiance, now wife, Night of Skylark, played the demo. I did not, but I watched her play it. So I have a little sense of what's going on. To begin our journey, we choose one of 8 travelers. Let's see, we have Hanit. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Everybody has a special action that they can take and a talent that they have. So here we have a hunter, one of the last descendants of an ancient clan that calls the deep forest home. Your prowess with the bow is unmatched. Your master left home 1 year ago, summoned to hunt a dread beast, and you protected the village while awaiting his return. Then one day, the return of an old friend gives you cause for concern, and you strike out on a journey of your own. There are 8 of these. I'm not going to go over each one because I think we go over them as we go through the game, but I will flash it on screen so you can see. Here we have a thief. This is basically their class in a way. It's their class, but it's also their character, who they are. An apothecary. Inquire and concoct. Interesting, like make a potion. Makes sense as an apothecary. We have Primrose, a dancer. We want to pause and read them, because again, I think we get to do this for each one. Not sure, in case we don't, then you can see that. We have Ulbrich, a warrior, which I think is who Knight started as. She played through it twice, so I don't remember exactly. She played through the demo twice. We have Tressa, who is a merchant. An eye for money. We have Cyrus, who is a scholar. And we have Ophelia, who is a cleric. Now the way this works is we're going to choose a character to start with, and then we're going to basically wander around getting all the other characters. All of their, from the demo, again that's all I know, this is completely blind other than what I saw in the demo. So, I didn't play any of it. I just glanced over every now and then and be like, oh, that looks cool. Even though I was really excited for the game. We choose somebody to start with, and then we're going to travel around getting all the other characters. They're going to each have their own story going on. And then we kind of choose whose story we follow at a certain time. I assume we'll get to do all of them if we want. And I'm probably going to do that. Probably going to show off all these characters. All their storylines may meet at one point. At some point, I don't know. But it should be a lot of fun. Again, this is blind, so please, no spoilers in the comments. It would be greatly appreciated. And let's have a lot of fun. Now, I've seen Cyrus play. Knight played as him. I don't remember if she started as him or not, but his story really intrigued me, and I really liked this character. So we're going to start here.
A world of knowledge awaits. And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn.
Wise words.
The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Spoken like a true professor. Read chapters 3 and 4 and be prepared to answer any questions.
Hello?
Professor Albright. So, Cyrus Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid. Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. And let Cyrus's story begin. Use the radar at the bottom right to check the area and find your heading. Continue the story at green. Let's see, side story starting point is orange. Save point is the quill. Hidden item is an exclamation point. And others exit to neighboring areas. Okay. Press the R button to turn the radar on and off. Well, I definitely want it on. Talk. No? You don't want to talk. That's fine. I guess if they have, I see there the ellipses down there in the bubble above their head, they want to talk. Or can talk.
Greetings!
Master possesses a unique understanding of the scholarly
Not
pursuits.
bad, eh?
He founded the Royal Library and Academy, where nobles and commoners alike can learn freely.
Oh,
Perfect.
Professor Albright.
Princess. What's wrong, Therese? You can come and talk to the professor, too. Thank heavens you're still here. I thought I missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you?
The truth of the matter is,
You can spare the time. I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. So not only is Cyrus a professor at the Royal Academy, he's also the personal tutor of the princess. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
indeed.
Yes, Professor, it will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame that.
The truth is...
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not ideal speculation. My theory is based on the fact that... has a theory. Of course, being a professor, probably studies a lot of this. Let's continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
I thank you.
Lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future? The fact that you already think that way is a good sign.
Indeed.
Most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. It does show wisdom that she thinks that way. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. Far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
will.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese.
Hello there, Therese.
Yes? Do you have a question for me?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Yeah. What was that about? Seemed like she had a question.
Hello.
House Gate lies just to the north. To the east, you'll find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers received their education. Save point. Save pedestal? Save pedestal with the book.
Hello.
Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. Right. You can't just talk to anybody. Russell just isn't cut out for that sort of work. Whatever was he? Move along now.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright, here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it. A pursuer of knowledge.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. Brilliant mind. He pursues knowledge. Of course he is. Would you put it that way? Yes. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. Much as I'm fascinated by a new game. Titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right. The expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. Book is nowhere to be found. The tome is nowhere to be found. Book. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well. Might I ask you of a favor? What might that be?
The truth is,
The tomb I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I begin looking at once, Professor.
many thanks.
My dear. Right, I finally get access to the special archives and you call me
Cyrus
now.
Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our spiritual archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed.
Indeed, Cyrus.
My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait. There was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer.
I think he does.
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Therese? It's about Professor Albright, sir. That doesn't sound good. Make for the library,
Hello there.
where Academy Atlas Dam's pride and
Where's
joy.
Rain?
All are welcome to engage in the pursuit of knowledge here, except when they're not, because gotta keep some knowledge hidden. I mean, sure, there are probably secrets and things you want hidden, but
Can I help you?
I can see where Cyrus is coming from. There is knowledge that should be shared. That way, with his, basically put it in an academic paper. That way everybody can learn from it and become better. Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, that is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it has been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out of these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, A disappearing tomb. Sorry. So yeah, it's wrong sometimes. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. I like that. Or, so the scholar in me says, would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed.
You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Scholar, mystery must solve. Once the puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. Must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not. The book will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now, where to begin my search? Suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then, mayhap, I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Path actions. Utilize each character's unique action to overcome any obstacle. Cyrus can scrutinize and glean new knowledge from the townspeople. Yeah. Figure things out. Like glean new knowledge from townspeople, scrutinize like an investigation. Which, when I saw Knight playing this, I was like, that's really cool. And that just kind of endeared me to Cyrus. Professor and the whole scrutinize and wanting to figure things out, that speaks to me. Scrutinize the townsfolk for information on the incident. But that'll have to wait till next time. I know, we didn't get a whole lot done. We had that really lengthy opening. But next time, we'll really get into Octopath Traveler. So sorry for the kind of really slow burn on the first episode. I didn't know the story was quite that long. Here's the menu screen. A world map, a journal to let you know what you were doing. Mystery is afoot. Cyrus decides to do a bit of investigating. You can keep track of each character. We'll get into the other things once we actually get into combat and things like that. I hope you'll stick with me and tune in for another episode because, again, this was a really slow burn. Don't let that dissuade you from the game. I think it's going to be a really interesting and fun RPG. Just kind of slow here at the beginning as we get into the character and getting some backstory about them. Until the next episode, thank you very much for watching. I still hope you enjoyed this first look at Octopath Traveler, and until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.